Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. This is just a quick intraday update based on the movements we've seen, and the market is still holding in this sideways range that I discussed in the previous video. We have, however, now reached the lower boundary line, or nearly reached the lower boundary line of that, you could say, channel sideways range. It is really. So we had a touch point here around the 25th of June, one here. We haven't got one yet, but there is obviously, you can make a case that there is going to be some support there, but it's only two touch points so far, so it's not really reliable. What I find more reliable is this B wave support area. It's been with us now for a few days, the market already, and this is the orange support zone. I did have it originally here. The market did react to it as well in the same region. So again, we can make a case that there is going to be some support in that region, and possibly where that previous trend line is located and the previous swing lows. I mean, there's just something to watch. We're also still holding that Fibonacci support area, the smaller one, which provided us with some smaller degree Fib extensions. 60,800 is the next one, and that one did hold. Overall, I just want to highlight, really not much happened. I mean, yes, there is a bit of selling pressure, but we haven't broken out of the range to the downside. I mean, you could say there are two structures here. First of all, we have the Elliott Wave structure, which is considered an A, B, C structure. And within that, we have this kind of structural sideways range, which does fit into the Elliott Wave structure in various ways. So for the Elliott Wave pattern, really, the orange support region is important. It is still unchanged and defined between 59,345 and 60,934, with additional Fibonacci support levels at 60,466 and basically 60K. Yeah, so this is still relevant. It is absolutely possible that this area will be tested again a little bit lower, so the price will go a little bit lower. That would simply mean that most likely the white C wave in wave B is unfolding. Yeah? So we could, for example, get to 60K in wave C of B in white, test it, and then move higher. No problem at all. This would just be a larger ABC structure as per the white count. Wouldn't change the overall assumption, which currently is that we are watching for higher prices short term in a corrective rally, as long as we're holding above 59,345. A direct pathway higher is possible, but the price needs to hold that lower purple line, which, as I said, is located at around 60,000. 60,630 roughly. Okay, it's simply an invalidation line, because you could say that, for example, in the yellow count, which is simply a different variation of that ABC structure to the upside, we could say that, for example, the B wave already bottomed here on Thursday, and we're already in the C wave up in this 5-wave move. That's a pretty low confidence move. Okay, pretty low confidence. As I said in the last video, it would indicate, or it would mean, or it would require that the wave 1 in yellow, which topped here on Thursday as well at 62,340, well, that would be a 3-wave move. So that's by definition a pretty low confidence move. Wave 2 to the downside, okay, came down a little bit too deep, so that doesn't really make it a great 1-2 setup. But it is also possible that the B wave is a triangle, but these are rare, so I don't really bet on that. So yeah, for me, the white count seems a little bit more likely. But whenever we are very close to an invalidation point, it's generally quite interesting, because you can set a tight stop in case you're betting here for or you want to bet for a temporary reversal. I can only tell you that I don't see any evidence yet that yellow wave 2, for example, has found support. But they are basically the parameters pretty much unchanged. Could, for example, be that we are spending the weekend in this sideways range here. Will be pretty boring, but then this is something for range traders. Okay, just sort of that sideways movement here, which will become more boring because it indicates that we might see less and less volatility as we go forward. But yeah, let's see. I mean, even if we break below the purple line, as I said, we are still in a B wave support area, and the market will go for a deeper B wave. Still, overall, pretty frustrating price action here. I think it's pretty messy and pretty difficult without any clear 5-wave patterns. But this here was a possible 5-wave pattern, which is why I'm watching for higher. But without the next small 5-wave move, for example, in wave 1 of C, for example, yeah, if we go a little lower, it would potentially provide some more clarity, because then that C wave up would be again a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And wave 1 is ideally a 5-wave move. Then the wave 2 could be the next more or less reliable setup. But overall, just a big mess at the moment, just something for range traders, but it's not even a very established range. So it is just tough at the moment there. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.